Hello and welcome back to another live stream of our F1 Manager 24 Lotus series as we've arrived in Canada and somehow we are starting this race in 7th with Daniel Ricciardo and 8th with Mick Schumacher. So that's certainly not where our car is. It was a wet qualifying. We took advantage of that. We somehow got both cars into Q3. We did then qualify 9th and 10th, but I think Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen are taking penalties. That means we actually start in 7th or 8th. So, yeah, that is a complete shock for us, but it's going to be a difficult race to stay there. Let's be fair. I don't think we can hang on for some points, but definitely refreshing to see us that high up on the grid. But as you can probably see here, race strategy, there is going to be some rain. So as I say, it was a wet qualifying and there's going to be some rain in this race as well. So we have a look here, Daniel Ricciardo. The rain is projected to fall around about lap 4 or 5. It's going to start and then it's going to sort of switch over to inters pretty quickly from lap 4 to 5. And then it's probably inters till lap 24, 25 and then we're back to dry tyres. So we've got a soft that we're starting on attack, then we're going to switch over to the inter to attack, and then we're hard to the rest of the race. I think that's the best strategy to go with. So that's what we have picked for both drivers. Is a chance to stretch the medium out. As you can see there, the medium's very close. If we don't have to put the medium on until lap 30, 31, then it's a chance of putting the medium instead of the hard. Act High, hope you're well. How are you doing? So yeah, at the moment it is a hard, but we'll see. We can review that as the race unfolds, basically. But as I say, both drivers on the same strategy, starting with the soft on attack for a few laps till the rain hits. Then we'll switch over to the inters. Once the inters and the rain has stopped, then we will be on the hard tyres. But let's jump in and start this Canadian Grand Prix. Actually, before I do that, let's just check we have got our best parts on the car, because we don't want any car parts failing. There we go, good job we did that. Box absolutely fine. Right, there we go, we're ready. Let's jump in. Let's jump into this race.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race.
Here we go then, a mad 1 mile high. We're starting up. We're not used to seeing a Lotus that high.
We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix.
But what can we do in this one? Can we retain this position? It's going to be very difficult as we get underway.
And away we
Sainz
go.
leads us away, and McLaren 1-2. Tsunoda starting P4, and there we are, Ricciardo in P7 and Mick in P8.
Big push, we can get it.
Who's had a problem? Did someone slip? We're up to 5th there, 5th and 7th now. Well, someone had a problem there and tumbled down the order, but I don't think they did. I think we just got Charles. So Ricciardo's got past Charles. Ricciardo is running in P5. Doesn't look like we're going to hold on to this for too much longer, though. Charles is going to come straight back at us. We're back to P6 and P7. So Verstappen is 11th and Hamilton 12th. So we're expecting them to come through the field. We've got Perez down to 16th. Tsunoda. What's Tsunoda? Tsunoda had a problem, didn't he, at the start? He started P4. We didn't get a replay of that, did we? I thought someone tumbled down the order, so something happened to Tsunoda. He must have locked up, gone wide, or spun. Or did he come together with Norris? Did I just miss that? I'm sure we didn't get a replay. Something's happened with Tsunoda and Norris on that first lap.
DRS enabled.
Because Norris was P2 or 3. I think he was P3 and Tsunoda P4, and they're now 19th and 20th, so they've had an issue. So we are somehow now running 6th and 7th in this race. Ricciardo's already 2 seconds off Charles Leclerc. And there's a DRS train behind Mick. But Mick can be a bit of a rear gunner here for Danny Rick. So yeah, we've got that rain coming in. pretty early, as I say. Somewhere between lap 5 and 7 that's going to be coming in. I could ask Mick not to fight. I don't want these. I don't want us fighting at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
That may leave him at danger, though, to Bottas here. Ooh, We may have to let them fight because Daniel without DRS going to struggle to keep Bottas behind us. So we might just need to keep swapping and changing position here between ourselves. Central, how's it going? I'm very well. I hope you're well. So just watching this from Bottas' perspective at the moment. So imagine everyone is pushing on their tyres, which they are. Oh, Tsunoda, Norris, Hulkenberg and Magnussen on inters. That's why they fell back. What is going on there? That's a mad call from the AI. They need that rain. They need it quickly. Tsunoda's already 11 seconds off Gasly. What's the pit loss here? 22 seconds. Another couple of laps, there'll be a pit stop behind. So that strategy is out the window. So that's a mad call from the AI, that one. I don't think that's going to work. I think it's going to be too late for them. But we're squabbling, but I'm happy for them to squabble as long as we don't take each other out, because we can just keep swapping the DRS.
Copy.
So it says we've ended our pit window. Technically, we haven't. Our pit window is when the rain starts. So we're miles off this top 5. It's really going to be Verstappen, Hamilton, Perez coming through the field, but if we can hang on for a point or two, that would be amazing. With 4 laps gone.
Copy.
Mick's ahead of Ricciardo, but as I say, they're just going to be swapping positions, really. Look, we can already see Verstappen, so Verstappen is going to come through, I'd imagine, pretty quickly on us here. Still no rain. Tsunoda's now 15 seconds off Gasly. So as I say, that strategy is just not going to work. And here comes Max in the background. As I say, we're really not going to be able to hold up Max. But Tsunoda and Norris doing this strategy could really help us out here. Oh no, we've hit each other!
So far.
No, Mick and Ricciardo!
I got hit from behind.
Oh, that is... Oh no, that is devastating. Oh, what are they doing there?
Yeah, I got hit.
Oh, we just wanted them swapping positions, and that's absolutely stuffed us.
Not sure if I've got damage.
That has absolutely wrecked it there. Oh, what an absolute nightmare for us. We should not be running this high, and now we are absolutely stuffed here because Daniel Ricciardo's got front wing damage. Is minor, but he's already lost a position to Bottas. Verstappen will be soon past him. Danish Dynamite F, yeah. F in the chat for that. Oh, that is so upsetting. We had a real chance to do something there. I mean, as I say, I could have put them on Do Not Fight, but the problem is that was just allowing the cars behind Bottas to get too close to us. But yeah, it's absolutely stuffed us there. Max is going to get past us, which, you know, not much we can do about that. Ah, that is going. Do we change this front wing in the pit? Or do we think he can make this work? Mick is just at the back of the field. He's ahead of Tsunoda.
Yep. This is my pace.
Yeah, Verstappen gets past us as we saw, but as I say, not too bothered about that. Oh, I'm absolutely devastated about that. I think we had a chance to nick a point maybe. I'm expecting Verstappen, Hamilton, Perez to come through. That would have dropped us down to 9th.
Side ready.
Copy.
Right, where's Ricciardo in all of this? I think we're going to have to change that front wing.
Okay, box confirmed.
Displayer, hello, how are you? Hope you're well. I'm absolutely devastated about that. I'm going to pit them now. It's going to be right on the limit. Normally 0.8 I would pit them. We're a little bit early. Good to hear. I'm glad you're well. Yeah, it's a little bit early, but by the time we swapped out this front wing and actually exit the pit, I think we'll be at 0.8. And everyone is making the same decision anyway. The whole grid is pitting. This is going to be carnage in the pit lane. We're going to be there a long time as well because the front wing changed, and we're probably going to be held. Ricciardo is going to tumble down the order here. This is going to be very depressing.
Down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow one.
Yeah, we're being held because other cars there. Right, and Tsunoda, Norris and Hulkenberg who stayed out. This is where they'll maybe gain some positions, although you do cut a bit of the track here at Canada. Good evening, Dino. Hope you're well. Yeah, I did start earlier. For my sins, I support Man United who kick off the Premier League at 8 PM, so I'm trying to get a stream in before 8 PM. But you've missed some devastation there, so yeah. We're a little bit depressed now. We somehow managed to qualify 7th and 8th. We got into Q3 because of wet quali, which suited the car for some reason. So yeah, massive surprise to get into Q3. That was then 7th and 8th when we started the race because Max and Lewis had penalties. But our two drivers decided to collide, sent Mick down to the back of the grid and gave Ricciardo wing damage. And we are now 12th and 18th. So yeah, very depressing. I think it was going to be an outside chance anyway, although he's that high, but maybe to hang on. We wouldn't have kept, as I say, Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton behind, but we might have been able to hang on for 9th or 10th. Norris, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg and Magnussen started a dry race on intermediates. The rain only started on laps 6 or 7 there. So, as you can see, their tyres, yeah, they will last because the rain is not going to last the whole session. So this rain is till 20, what are we saying, lap 28, 29, it's drying out. Depends how quick the track dries out. So those inters will do that. But they can't really be too mad on them now. But Mick has got past Guan Yu Zhou.
Now we're approaching turn 2. The opportunity begging to be taken.
Oh, Zhou's cutting that corner, but we've got that position. Jacob, thanks for the follow. Norris got a mechanical fault. We might still be able to do something in this race, because as I say, our car was absolutely unbelievable in qualifying in the wet conditions. We were setting purple sectors, we were getting into Q3, we're doing all sorts of things, which is, yeah, unheard of for this car. Is Ricciardo going to make a move on Ocon here? Let's give ourselves some deployment up here. Who we got realistically we could challenge? Bottas. There's still a possibility of a point here. We've changed the front wing on Danny Rick, so he's good to go now. He's a bit upset though. His confidence is low, which is a bit risky doing this with him while his confidence is low, but come on. Oh, we don't even need to do it into the corner. Although Ocon fights it back really well there. Can we hang it on an outside?
Nice.
Yes, we can. Good move. Looks like we had it done there, but Ocon, normally Danny Rick with the late braking, but Ocon, a lot later on the brakes there. Caught it well. We hang on, so we are up to 11. There's still a chance if we can show good pace. I don't think we're going to have great pace when it dries out. That's the only issue. But how are you, Dino? I don't know if I asked that. I told you how I was, I think, but yeah, I hope you're well. So we're 1.7 off Lewis. Bit of a gap between Bottas and Stroll, but I expect that to close. I guess really it's about can Norris and Tsunoda make their way through the grid, because Tsunoda is absolutely rapid on this game. Norris has got an issue. His tyres are still not too bad. Where's Mick? So Mick's got Zhou still behind. Let's have a little bit of a push with Mick. Well, let's get Daniel Ricciardo. Obviously no DRS, but let's try and get him into the tow here. If we can just keep a nice little slipstream, keep within, you know, a second or so of these, and conserve a bit of the battery, then maybe we can have a little bit of a go at him. Thank you. Looking forward to the weekend. Yes, I am very much looking forward to this weekend. You know, when you just need a weekend, that is how I'm feeling. It's where I'm at. Daniel Ricciardo right on the back of Hamilton here. Only thing for me is I haven't been asleep. Oh, that's terrible when you can't get the sleep in. I'm someone that needs sleep as well, so I absolutely struggle if I've not had sleep. So I feel for you on that one. Stroll's eating into Bottas a little bit. I don't expect to see anything this top 7. I expect that top 7 now to pull away. I wonder if we can just get a bit of a top up going with Daniel Ricciardo, because I'd say we're fine where we are with him. Let's try and get a bit of the tyre temps down. I don't want to cause any more errors with him. What's his confidence? Still very low. I think it's because he lost all those positions obviously in the pit, which no fault of his own really. Just don't want any more errors here, because we've still got a chance with Ricciardo. Need to get that driver confidence up, make him feel a little bit better about himself. Let's harvest into here. And we'll just go for neutral for a bit, because we've just dropped out for a little while. Right, let's jump onto Mick. So he's now on the back of Correa. Are we going for a move on Juan Manuel Correa? No, we're not. So there's a little bit of a group of cars here, a gaggle of cars. We've got Gasly, Sargent and Correa now. I love how Mick's got more confidence than Daniel Ricciardo, that he was the one that caused the accident basically and lost all the positions. Let's go aggressive on the overtake. Yeah, we've got Norris right behind us now, so that is going to be an issue. How far is Norris off Ricciardo? What's that? That's 3.7, 8, 9. He's about 10 seconds. Norris about 10 seconds back. He's probably my biggest concern if we could get into this top 10. Come on, Mick. Round the hairpin. That's a long way round there, though. Don't open the door for Lando. I think we're still side by side here. We are. A bit of a drag race. It looks like that RB's got a bit more drag than us. Now it's about who can break latest. Final chicane heading into the World Champions. Mick does the work. Good work from Mick. Used a lot of battery there, though. That's the only issue. But it's another place gained. Gaining a lot of speed on these ahead of us. Right, might just have to go top up there.
Let's take a look at the replay. Along the straights here. The gap opens up
Mick just
for
a
them.
lot later on the brakes there. Nice move. Keeps it out of the wall.
And Mick Schumacher says, Dankeschön. Thank you very much.
All right, so Mick moves up to 16th on his recovery drive. And 16th is the best position that we've had in this series. We've done it consecutively now, last 2 races. So we are a little bit high flying in this race at the moment. Ricardo's dropped out a little bit. Let's say it's not really Stroll and Hamilton. I'm more chasing Bottas. So Stroll has gained on him. We've probably gained on him as well. Is there a chance? Is there a sneaky chance of a point here? Just don't know how we're going to be in the dry conditions. When's that? Yeah, so it's around about lap 30, isn't it? Gasly. Gasly's overtaken Schumacher. I didn't even know we were ahead of Gasly. Oh, so we side by side, as I say. We didn't see us get past Gasly, so... That's fine, that's fine. Right, Ricciardo, I'm just trying to manage keeping him... I want him within 1 second, although there's not a DRS. It's just like him to be within that second of these two to get a bit of a tow. Right, Mick's on top up. He is past Gasly again here.
You did a good job.
Let's harvest into there, Mick.
But this is what happened.
Come on, Mick, this is
Heading down the
nice.
straight.
Good little recovery at the
It's there
moment.
for the taking.
We are showing some good pace, aren't we, round here? Our car was
And the
suited to
overtake
high
is
speed a
made.
couple of races ago, but the design work we did was to focus on bringing that low speed more in line, and actually low speed is now best for our car. And I think when it's a bit damper and a bit slower conditions, that's helping our car, really. And Mick's a second off Sargent, then it's 7 seconds to Ocon. So we'll just let Mick go on his merry way there. Now, Albon's 3 seconds behind Ricciardo. So Ricciardo's got a nice little buffer there. It's just... so Mick's 1.8 off Sargent. Not really closing, are we, as such on Sargent? How's Gasly? Gasly's not... Yeah, he's not really challenging us. Norris is not making significant gains either, is he? But I think he's going to be pretty rapid when we go to dry, because at the moment he's on tyres that have been abused a little bit. I don't know if you've already checked, but with 2 stints on softer tyres be quicker in the dry. I did check prior when we finished qualifying. I checked and it wasn't, because that was the default they put on for Mick. But yeah, it didn't appear to be quicker. But depends how long this. Obviously, we've only got a level 1 weather center, so if this rain lasts a little bit longer than it's looking like, that might be a viable option, especially for Mick. Might be worth doing something a little bit different with him. So we'll have a look. Now, Ricciardo's fell a little bit behind, but that's because we were doing a bit of conserve there. Let's just push with Mick a little bit there.
Understood.
We can attack Danny Rick's tyres again now. Right, so Mick... He needs to close a little bit to Sargent. Gasly's staying around about the same. Stroll's developed a mechanical issue. What is that mechanical issue then? Stroll's got a gearbox problem. What is Norris's issue? Norris's gearbox as well. So Stroll and Norris struggling with gearbox issues. If Stroll's get worse, that may affect his acceleration. That could give Ricciardo 10th place. But Albon is starting to close on Ricciardo now. It's getting a lot closer to Daniel Ricciardo. Schumacher's starting to close that gap to Sargent. Ricardo's 1.9 off here. Albon's getting a lot closer to us here. That Williams with Albon has certainly been quicker than our car, so that's a bit of a concern. Bottas is hanging on in there in that Kick Sauber though, isn't he? Hamilton's just about with him now. Stroll's definitely dropping off, but we're not really gaining significantly on Stroll. HMA Hull, have you got any points so far this year? We have not. We've been nowhere near the points. 16th is our best finish so far. As I say, we're running pretty high in this race considering where we have been. This pace of Albon is not looking too good for us. Love your content. Thank you very much. Thanks for the support. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned here with Albon. He's suddenly showing some really good pace. He might be having a bit of push on his battery. Fuel perhaps as well. But yeah, he's looking a bit feisty as Albono. He's definitely having a little bit of a push as he's moving past us here. Can Daniel Ricciardo hold on to it? Squeeze him out. Albon's going to stay into this though, all the way down to the hairpin, I feel. We do just hold on to it.
Alrighty.
But Albon is showing some really good pace here. And we're not really gaining on Stroll at all. Ocon's falling back on Albon. So Albon's really pushing at the moment, it appears to me. We're kind of staying the same amount of distance away from Stroll. But Albon is either pushing or showing some good pace. I followed for months, told my friends how good you are. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. I really do appreciate it. Glad you like the content. That's what it's all about. I'm a bit worried here now because I thought Bottas might be for the taking, but he's doing big things there, Bottas.
You're on fire today.
As Mick is getting past Sargent, Sargent's still fighting it though. Are we going to hold on to that? We are.
We should be able to take a look here. And it was Mick Schumacher involved.
Bit of a nose cam with Mick.
There.
Lovely. Keeps it out of the wall of champions. Onto the straight. And Mick is up to 14th. But Albon has certainly got some pace about him, hasn't he? Let's have another push on the battery with Danny Rick. Let's just manage that gap. And I'll harvest into the first corner just so we can get a little bit of that battery life back. Stroll is definitely losing pace now, though, to Hamilton. So Mick is, yeah, ahead of Sargent, but he's 5 seconds back on Ocon. Right, we are right on the back of Stroll here now. Not going for a move, though. Albon's dropped back a bit now, so since we've started pushing, Albon hasn't stayed with us. Come on, Ricciardo. Ricciardo's confidence is still very low. You're running 11th, Danny Rick. Come on. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Yes, I think it's done. We're into 10th. We're into the points. Can we live with it? Can we maintain it? Who knows? But we enjoy it while it's lasting. Stroll's dealing with a mechanical issue, a gearbox. Daniel Ricciardo is a bit timid through there, but we did get it done in the end. So I do feel Stroll may not be a problem here with that issue. I still am worried about Norris when it dries out. So I know he's in 18th and he has got an issue as well, but he's only sort of 12 seconds back, and that McLaren could eat into that pretty quickly. Tsunoda's bogged down. Bottas still fends off Hamilton. Well, this would be immense if we could get a point here. Early days yet, though. Early days. Well, let's just harvest a bit. We're already 1.2 ahead of Stroll here. Stroll can hold up Albon a bit, because I don't think Stroll's going to be an issue now. I think it's going to be Albon more than anything. Well, let's harvest into here, then we'll just go back to neutral. Right, I'm just going to put a save in here, just in case we get like an awful crash and we don't want to lose this progress. Because things are happening. Things are afoot, I feel. Right, Daniel Ricciardo's got a bit of free air. Mick cleared Sargent. Got weird sounding Williams there. So Mick has cleared Sargent, but he's not really pulled away. Ocon's still 4 seconds up the road. But we're still showing good pace, because normally, you know, Mick, when he fell back to 18th, we would have probably stayed there. We've managed to push him up to 14th, so we have got some real pace around here. Is it just because of these wet conditions? We really had good pace in the wet qualifying. We haven't really seen what we can do in the dry. And it will be dry probably in about 10 laps time. Stroll 1.4 back. So they're not really pulling away significantly, but it's not comfortable by any means. Actually, on a whole, I got you 1,000 likes. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. And of course, if you're on any platform watching the stream, please do smash a like. It does really help out the channel. Do very much appreciate it. I think Daniel Ricciardo deserves a like. At least, if you don't want to give me a like, give it for Daniel Ricciardo running in 10th. Alright, 2 seconds on Stroll now. Mick, I think we're just at a phase where we can let them run a bit. Just manage the gap. Norris has just moved up to 17th. Bottas has got a mechanical fault. Don't know why I clicked the replay, because you never see anything with the faults, but
I'm struggling with deployment.
it's ERS then. Is this all coming together for us? Hamilton's got past him as well. We're 4.5 back. Let's see what that ends up being. Not showing any issue there, but obviously on the screen here it's showing a bit of a significant issue. So we're 4.3 back. We'll see if we eat into that at all. .5 now, so we are eating into that lead of Oh, it's Hamilton now. No, Bottas is back past Hamilton, so that's obviously not disrupting him too much. Just going to top up for a lap with Danny Rick. Sargent's all over the back of Mick here. Is Logan going to try and make a move on Mick here? He's looking likely, and he's passed us, so we never really pulled away from Logan after getting that move done.
Good, it's okay.
And Sargent gets past, so I think we might have to sit in that a bit and just top up the battery. I don't think this is going to be the greatest angle. Logan's excited again. The driver radio replays are helpful as they hint at the problem. The crofty ones tell you nothing. I suppose realistic is. Yeah, true. I didn't think of that when you click on there. That was handy when Bottas just told the world his problem. Crofty is pretty useless, yeah. Alright, so Mick. Alright, let's go back to neutral with Danny Rick. Stroll is 3 seconds back. Well, I'm just doing a bit of topping up with Mick. Actually, let's go on neutral now. Let's just stay in that for a little while. Go balanced on the fuel. It looks like Mick's fight is going to be with Sargent and Correa here, who's looking to move past us. I think the AI are having a little bit of a push here. But that's fine. We need to conserve a bit of fuel now. So if Correa gets past us, so be it. We might be able to push back at them later in the race. Ricardo still got sort of 3 seconds on Stroll. 2 seconds behind Bottas now. So Hamilton has cleared Bottas. Stroll's fault is getting worse. He's now 3 seconds back, so we just need Stroll to really start slowing down everyone behind him. Is Stroll going to make it to the end of this race? It's very early with that issue. Stroll and Bottas, we're sandwiched between them. They've both got issues. We're second behind Bottas. Bottas must be really struggling. I think we need to take advantage of this while we can. We need to get as high up as we can. Or potentially some quicker cars like Norris, although he's managing that fault. Comes through when it dries out, but I'm not sure he is in all honesty, because he's still bogged down in 17th. We're going to have a go here with Danny Rick. Try and get past Bottas, who's nursing that kick Sauber. But there we go, he's got no deployment. And I think that's going to be pretty much job done. As he's running wide, Bottas has got inside on the hairpin though, so it's not quite over here. But we have got it done, because Bottas is struggling there with acceleration in ERS. We are in 9th place now. I don't know what's happening here. I'm delusional. Yeah, Bottas tried to fight it back, but as I say, look, when he comes off that corner, that car is just struggling with acceleration. And easy work for in the end for us. Right, so now, if Albon's got some pace, he's got to get past 2 struggling cars that may well hold them up. And yeah, this is looking pretty good for us at the moment. Just going to try and bring some of the tyre temps down. I really don't want to... Right, what I want to do here is hopefully use Bottas and Stroll's lack of pace to keep us ahead, but we can top up, bring the fuel back, and give us everything we need to maybe fight cars at the end. If it comes to it, Mick could be on defence. Yeah, we could definitely use Mick to hold up the pack. But Norris's mechanical fault is getting worse, so... And he's just lost a place to Tsunoda. So yeah, I don't think Norris is going to be an issue. Tsunoda might be now, because he's quick. He's quite OP, I find, in this game, and that RB is quick in his hand, so when it dries out, Mick might have to do a bit of a hold-up job on Tsunoda. But I mean, where are they now? 1.3, so that's 2, 2.7, about 10, 13, 15. They're about 16, 17 seconds off us, so yeah, it's doable for them still. Alright, let's run this on. Let's get a bit of harvesting in there on that first corner for Danny Rick. Want to build some battery, get some fuel back in us. And then we should be good for later on in the race. Stroll is past Bottas, but still 2 seconds behind us. Albon's behind Bottas now, so he might be clearing him pretty quickly.
Okay.
We just lapped the car. That's how quickly things have changed. We've just lapped Kevin Magnussen. Hopefully he's getting in the way of someone here, but he doesn't. He gets out of the way nicely. Where is Hulkenberg? He's at the hairpin. So yeah, we're quite a little bit off Hulkenberg yet. I've got 2.5 seconds on Stroll now. Tyre temps have come down a little bit, which is nice. Just don't want to risk any issues. Micks are very hot. We probably do need to drop off of Mick a little bit. And we can attack again with Danny Rick. We can use the tyre life. That's not an issue. I just don't want to push them too hard that they make a mistake.
Yep.
The pit call there was optimal time for the pit stop, but that's just how the strategy worked where we're expecting the rain. Obviously, it's not drying out just yet. It's getting close though.
Come on.
We're only at 1.02, so as soon as it stops, as soon as the sun is out, it's going to be time to pit. Is there going to be any double stacking issues here? I don't think there is really. Everyone's separated pretty well, aren't they? So yeah, we won't take advantage of that either. Yeah, there's no double stacking issues for any of the teams. All right, we've got 3 seconds on Stroll nearly.
Be ready.
Yeah, copy.
Still topping up that battery quite nicely. Mixed neutral now on fuel. Albon's past Bottas, so we've got to monitor that to see if he now gets past Stroll. He does. Or is he now having another bit of a push? He definitely is. He's closing again to us. Right, it's dry. How quick is it drying, though?
Yeah, it's too dry for Inters.
Yeah, it's drying quick enough. I feel it's drying quick enough. Right, hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Let's just have a look here, because it was right on the fringe of a hard or a medium. God. I feel hard is the way to go, because we'll have a bit more. We'll have a bit more of variety in what we can do and push and what have you. Whereas medium, we're gonna have to conserve. We won't be able to attack. I think hard is the way to go, and then obviously if there's a safety car, we can change that. So I think we keep as is Danny Rick. What about Mick then? So where are we? We are. Yeah, we're here, aren't we? So let's update that. And what about if we went a soft? What does that do? Apparently it's 1 second slower. 1 second quicker, actually, isn't it? Let's go with that, I think. I think we go with that. It'll at least be a little bit more fun to have some softs on, won't it? Dylan, great content, mate. Sign Lewis for next season. I don't think we'll have the budget for that. We did, and he wanted to come. We might well do it, but yeah, I don't think we're going to have the budget. Right, so it might be a little bit fun here with Mick. Try to get some softs on. We definitely said we were pitting this lap, didn't we? I don't know if we did in the end. Right, there we go. The field spread in the early game is pretty big, yeah. Right, is everyone... Oh! Albon's passed us, but not pitting.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not drying out very quickly, is it? It's right on. It's very close. Kind of need to be in this... This could work, though. This could be timed to perfection. It's going to be right on the crossover as we come out of the pits. So we leave our tyres there. I'm happy with that. We're out just as the track is on the crossover point. So we're not going to gain a massive amount, but hopefully we're not going to lose a lot of time either. Let's go aggressive to begin with here, though. Although that Ferrari has just got past us very quickly, isn't he? We're losing a lot of time. That might have been 1 lap too early, but I normally always go 0.8. It's right on the crossover there. But we are losing significant time there. Surely these are all coming into the pit now. Albon stays out. Albon stayed out. Surely the crossover will now come in our favour. Bottas has pitted. This will be interesting to see if he jumps us now. Lewis Ferrari is, yeah, it's hard-coded into the game, isn't it? I've seen that. I think we're alright. You do cut that first corner, though, when you come out of the pit. But I think we're further enough ahead.
Okay, well, good job.
Right, so that's fine. That's worked out fine. Schumacher's passed Joe. Albon staying out for another lap might have really helped us there.
They decide to give it a go.
Lovely work from it, because I think if he pitted that lap, we were done for. He would have got past us on an overcut. Leaders pit now. Well, let's just bring Ricciardo back down to aggressive. We don't want to burn up these tyres too early. Where's Mick in all of this? Mick's 15th.
100.
Ocon, Stroll, Albon still yet to pit. Alonso yet to pit. Norris yet to pit. Way too late, isn't it? Alonso's in the pit now. Surely Albon's coming into the pit here. Stroll is in the pit. Norris will pit. Right, where's Albon here? Is Albon still going to jump us here? Going to be close, you know. I think he's got us. He'll cut this first corner. Oh, I don't know how he's managed that. Albon. We might get past him here, though, because our tyres are warmed up. Come on, Danny. Stick it to him. It's our chance to get past him while his tyres are cold. Yellow flag. Mick's okay. A Stroll running wide. Come on, Danny Rick. Past Albon. But as I say, I think that's more to do with tyre temps at the moment. Albon's looking pretty quick. But 10th place is certainly on the cards. Norris is down in 15th. We have to monitor his pace. He's getting lapped by at the moment. Mick Schumacher's challenging Stroll. He's past Stroll. Mick is up to 12th. Mick's doing big things out here as well.
Look good.
He's on those soft serve course. What is everyone? Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that, shall we? On the outside of the hairpin. These softs are going to be a little bit fun, aren't they? But we are going to have to pit again, of course. Let's have a look at tyres, actually. We haven't looked at what everyone's doing here. Alonso's medium. Charles, both Ferrari's medium. So are they conserving those to get them to the end? It is doable. But they can't push much. Our competition all on the hards. Stroll mediums, Norris mediums. What's Norris's? I don't think they're going to challenge us. I just don't. Even if Albon gets past us, I think we're looking pretty good here, aren't we? Right, Mick's 1.8 behind Bottas. I think we just concentrate on Mick for a moment. Ricciardo, I'm not too bothered Albon gets past us. I'm going to have a bit of a top-up with Danny Rick for a little while. Mick is closing on Bottas.
Okay.
Stroll's coming back at Mick, though, isn't he, there? Stroll is... No, we're not being lapped. Norris is with us now. Are the AI having a little bit of a push here? Are these the medium runners? They are.
So be smart and patient.
Right, let's just... Oh, there was being lapped in there as well, so I wonder if we lost a bit of time, because we're straight past Stroll. I think we lost a bit of time being lapped there.
Now, please. Okay, good lad, well done.
Right, let's push. Let's push on here. Norris is the car behind us now. So he is looking a little bit pacey now, isn't he, Lando? As I say, he can't push those tyres. They've got to get him to the end, I feel. All over the back of Valtteri here. We need to clear Valtteri. And then we're going to have a bit of a push here once we clear him. 9 seconds then to Albon. DRS, this should be job done for Mick on Bottas. But I don't think Bottas will be keeping Norris behind him for too long. Have a little bit of a push with Mick now.
Okay, good job. Well done.
Go standard on tyres. We'll push on the fuel. Albon's right with Danny Rick now, but as I say, we are doing a bit of a top-up with Daniel Ricciardo. So Albon can get past us. That's absolutely fine at the moment. So he does get past us. Yellow flag briefly. Please don't be us. I do want Ricciardo Gasly had a lock-up. Do want Ricciardo just to stay with Albon's DRS though.
Well, things are okay at this stage.
What's Pierre doing down in 19th?
And they ended up their own passenger.
Big lock-up. Not good when you're trying to get those hard tyres to the end. Right, is Daniel Ricciardo still in the DRS? Just about. Let's give Ricciardo a little bit more there. Norris is about to get past Bottas. This phase we can just forward on a little bit because there's not too much happening. And Ricciardo's got back past Albon. That wasn't really the intention, but that's fine. We'll have a look at that. I'm just trying to stay with Albon's DRS really, just so we don't lose too much time.
And they squeeze by. And they move into...
You have to try not drag them along with Mick, otherwise Ricciardo will be in trouble. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to break Mick away from Norris, but that's not happening too well, is it? Norris has cleared us. Norris is looking pacey, unfortunately. I don't think the others are a risk to Ricciardo. But Norris is... yeah, he's showing some pace there. As Albon does get that position back to us. Looks like we were pushed wide as well there, which isn't great.
Yep. This is my pace.
Let's have a look. So we're just duking it out with Albon at the moment. As I say, I don't really want to fight him. I just want to stay in his DRS so we're not losing time really to those that might be coming from behind. I don't think you're really pushed wide there, Danny. Now, let's just keep him on neutral now. So we're going to have to get out of the way for that Ferrari. Yeah, Norris has got some serious pace here. Norris is concerning me. He's definitely a concern. Because he's not really pushing those tyres either, is he? Goodbye, Pachet. He's amazing in my save. He is 90. Brilliant. Really good work. Yeah, I didn't really go for Teo or Lawson, Behrman, Antonelli, because I knew a lot of people would be doing it, so I tried to go a little bit left field, especially with Daniel Ricciardo. I'm worried. I'm worried, everyone, because Norris is just absolutely... yeah, he's... there's nothing we can do about that pace if he gains on us. If he gets behind us, we're done for. His pace is unbelievable there. So it's really if we can challenge Albon, I think, for 10th place, because I think at this rate, Norris is going to be past Ricciardo and Albon and into the distance. What would be nice is... never wish a retirement on a car, but it would be lovely if Norris retired. Gearbox is not deteriorating too much, though. If Lando retired, then we can secure 10th with Danny Rick. We've got a bit of tyre life. We'll keep on aggressive, but we might have to go to standard in a moment. But yeah, Norris is going to be with us shortly. He's kind of sticking with Charles Leclerc, so that shows his pace. So he was out of position, and even with that issue, he doesn't look like it's really affecting him too much. We're going to have to get out of the way here. Once we do, we might have to just drop the tyres to standard and try and keep in Lando's DRS, because I think this is going to do us here. Getting out of the way.
Understood.
Lando's going to swing by us here once that DRS opens up. Well, he's not quite, but he will be past us. That's why I want to stick with Albon, really, just so I could put conserved tyres on a bit, stay in that DRS, save a bit of tyre life so we could fight at the end. Not quite working. We're not in the greatest position, really. Not got too much battery life. As Lando makes that move, this is to be expected. His pace is just, yeah, we can't compete with that pace. So unfortunately, we're knocked down to the points into 11th. We've lost a bit on Albon as well because of that getting out of the way of the traffic. But of course, Albon will have to do the same. Mick's losing out as well. I think, as I say, this is always the concern in the dry conditions. I don't think... Obviously, our car isn't quite there, so... in the rain, looks like the car is very good in the wet conditions. But in the dry, we are starting now to go backwards. That was odd, wasn't it? Looks like we got no traction out of there. So yeah, is Stroll going to be a problem for Ricciardo? I don't know. Ricciardo can just stay in here, though. That would be nice.
Understood.
Can just use Norris just to drag us up
I don't
here.
think we can do much more.
Don't fall too far off, Danny. Jesus. I have got DRS, that's fine. That's all we wanted there. A bit of DRS. Just want to use Lando maybe to get a bit of tyre life back, get a bit of fuel back, get a bit of battery back. Might help us to be able to fight with Alex Albon later in the race. But I think we're going to do well to stick with Lando through here now. Well, there's Albon. He's not exactly a million miles away, to be fair. What's Albon's tyre life? Yes, he's got good margin on us at the moment as well, so...
Okay, what?
We need a Lando Norris retirement here. As Mick is back past Stroll, so they're having a little ding-dong.
Right,
We haven't
we're
been watching
taking the
Mick.
second corner. There's the opening.
Well, this was like the lap before, but Mick getting ahead this time. "25 laps to go. Ricciardo looks like he's... 11th is looking pretty good for us. Now, what's Tsunoda on? He's on mediums as well. They're conserving good tyre life in those mediums, I must say. Is Norris going to get past Albon here? I need these two to battle for a little while, cause a little bit of a DRS train, so then we can get into that and get this, get these tyres where we need them to be. As it stands at the moment, I don't think we've got it in us to get up to Albon and overtake him. But you never know. You never know what might happen, because of course we're only one place off the points. It only takes one of these drivers to make a mistake, bin it, and we can capitalise. Tsunoda's past Stroll. Now, is he going to be a worry? Because Tsunoda's pretty rapid in this game. He's already past Mick. Mick's had an accident. Mick's had an accident. Mick's had an accident. Oh, Mick.
That was close.
Oh, he's lost. Oh, Mick. Schumacher. Twice in one race. Please say this is Tsunoda's fault and he's going to get a penalty. No, it's Mick's fault more than anything. Just cut off the corner there. Twice he's done that. The first time on his teammate. Have we even got a front wing? I think that's an old spec front wing, isn't it? Right. Well, mediums to the end, I would suggest. Oh, Mick Schumacher.
Box, box.
The big box.
Well, I think that's the end of Mick for this race. We'll see what he does from back there. It's just the front wing, isn't it? Yeah, well, it's not fine, but at least there's no mechanical. Danny Rick 3 seconds off, so that means Tsunoda's clear. He's not going to get a penalty for that. What's Tsunoda's pace looking like? Although we will be able to push on the tyres. No penalties given. Tsunoda has damage, does he? Not showing him with damage. Does Tsunoda have some damage here? Can we see? End plates look good. Not sure he does. Norris is past Albon. Come on, Norris. We want that. We want your fault to get worse. What's it saying? Norris, 27%. Why is it when we have a fault, it goes from like 27%, 26%, and then it fails, but the AI seem to run on it forever, with good pace as well. What can the Lotus pit crew do anyway? Can we get some DHL points here? Really needs to be 2.5. In amongst 2.5, I think, to get some points. It's not actually, is it? Because we're changing the front wing, so forget everything I just said there, because that's not happening. It's going to be a long one. Oh, Mick. 8.6. It's about the end of mixed race, isn't it, really, there? Mediums on standard pace, so yeah, we can push a bit with those, maybe at the end, but I think he's going to be in no man's land now, isn't he? 4.4 off Gasly, so yeah. We'll concentrate on Daniel Ricciardo for the rest of this race, as it looks like, is that Verstappen coming through to lap us? It is. Norris. Oh! Oh, Lando! This might be the end.
Oh dear, what a miserable way to bow out of this one.
This is going to be the end, I think, for Lando Norris. I think he's going to box at the end of this lap. Tsunoda is closed on us. Is that because we got out of the way of Verstappen, or is that his pace? Don't say Norris is going to retire, and then we've got to worry about... Oh, yeah, well, this is worrying. But I think Norris is going to have to bow out of the race. But now Tsunoda and Correa are dragging up to us. It just doesn't get any easier for us. It looks like we are going to move into 10th place by default. Can we stay there? We have got good tyre life and margin on Tsunoda. Not Correa, though. If anything, Correa is more of a problem than Tsunoda. But I'm pretty sure Lando Norris will be boxing at the end of this lap. Have to push Danny Rick on fuel for a bit. Try to do whatever we can here. Albon's going to get past Lando, but as I say, I'm pretty sure Lando... As Hulkenberg's got past Mick. Not bothered about seeing Mick. Mick has disappointed us today. And there we go. Lando is retiring as we expected from the race. So we will be promoted back into the points. Lando straight in. He's out of this race. Ricciardo's into 10th. Tsunoda is 2.5 seconds off us, though. Their pace is just so much better in the dry. We're not going to be able to hold these guys off, unfortunately. Oh, it's so disappointing because we're so close here, but Tsunoda, they're just gaining too quickly. And it's more Correa because we could push these hards more than Tsunoda, but he's dragging Correa with him. He's got better hard than us. We'll have a bit of attack. We'll have a bit of attack just to try and keep him out of DRS zone for as long as we can, but I think it's a matter of time, unfortunately. We need those two RBs to collide. That would be absolutely perfect. We need all the luck we can get here.
Blue flag.
We need all the luck we can get. So Norris retires. We're into 10th, but Tsunoda and Correa are looking pretty pacey. Albon's checked out. Don't know much what more we can do here. Schumacher's back past Hulkenberg. Tsunoda's going to be within DRS. We can't do anything. We're pushing. There's nothing we can do, unfortunately. We shouldn't be achieving points anyway, but it's heartbreaking when you're this close. Hulkenberg's back past Mick. But yeah, it's heartbreaking when we're this close to it. But yeah, these RBs, look, they're just too pacey for us. Hattie, hello. Hope you're well. Oh, here we go. We're expecting these RBs to make a move in a moment. We might be able to stick with them, stay in the DRS, stay in the tow. I don't know.
Okay.
Got 18 laps. Let's see what we can do with it. But I've got a feeling that we're going to end up in 12th place here, which will be, by quite a margin, our best result. But as I say, it's just disappointing when you're this close to gaining a little point. But Tsunoda is looking to stick the nose down the inside. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. Tsunoda, yeah, he's 63% on those tyres. I think, as I say, it's more Correa that I was worried about. But I think Tsunoda will get past us, then push himself down the road quite comfortably. Right, let's see if we can go on light and at least stay with them. Again, really bad, good English.
Honestly, I don't
Don't
think
worry,
we can
buddy.
do much more.
Right, Tsunoda's past us. Let's see if we can try and rejuvenate these tyres. Or is Tsunoda just going to be down the road? Too quick for us here. Yeah, he's going to check out straight away here. Look, Correa's past us. Just too much pace in those RBs, unfortunately. It sucks, but as I say, we're not quite there yet with this car.
Here's the replay. Now
We're not
look,
quite there, but it was
headed to
fun
turn
while it
two.
lasted to run in the
It's
points for so
certainly
long.
inviting.
There we go. Just as I say, these RBs are on fire at the moment. Let's see if we can stick. Just stick there, get a bit of tyre life back. Ooh, yellow flag briefly. No one ahead of us, unfortunately. It was Logan Sargent, which is a shame. Hoping it was going to be one of these guys ahead of us. Oh, you need to get into that DRS, Daniel. Which we're not. Need to get back into that, if not we're really going to struggle. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Get into the DRS. Good sponsors. Thank you. On the car, yeah. I'm liking them. Right. We've used a bit too much there just to even stick with these guys. I'm just trying to stick with them, just to capitalise on a mistake, if anything. If anything such as that happens.
Doing a really good job.
Schumacher's past Gasly, but as I say, it doesn't really matter what Mick's doing back there. Have a bit of an attack, can't he, down there?
Okay, no more management.
Tsunoda's 1.6 up the road now. Ray's got much better tyre life than us, hasn't he? Yeah, I just don't think we can do anything, unfortunately. Go Lotus, yes indeed. But unfortunately, we're just going to miss out here. On the points.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
You may get past Correa here, but as I say, we're not really pushing at the moment, and Correa could push a lot harder than we could, so it's just unfortunate, really. Got DRS again, though. Is that Albon? That is Albon. Albon's not too far up the road, but again, we need to get past 2 of these. And we are getting past Correa there, but I don't think we've quite got the pace to stay there. We might do it this phase. Fine finish here again. Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. Nice.
So Ricardo Correa looks like he's going to take that straight back by the looks of things. No, we hang on to it. I do expect him to get past us. We're just trying to conserve a bit of tyre life here. Perez and Piastri are going to be past us as well shortly. We dropped out of the DRS that quickly. No, we have just about got it. Reyes just pulled 2 seconds on us there. Don't quite know what's happened there. That's mad. Pulled like 2 seconds on us. Got a double helping a DRS, but I think that's going to be about all she wrote for us there. We tried. We tried our best. Try to maximise what we could. Just got to run at standard for a little while, but while we do that, we won't have the pace. Schumacher's back past Hulkenberg. Yeah, see, now we're on standard. We're just losing pace. We're going to have to get out of the way of Perez and Piastri. What'd be lovely is Tsunoda, Albon and Correa, 2 of them having a bit of an incident. Let's say we're now getting out of the way of traffic, so that's costing us time all the while. Perez has passed us. Tsunoda's past Albon now. Ricardo's kind of sticking with Perez. It's nice. Might be dragging us back towards them. Oh, okay. Daniel, no. Oh, Ricardo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Ricardo. Well, that's the end, isn't it? Ricardo's lost it. Oh, Danny Rick.
Oh, okay.
Well, then he just drives into the wall. What are you doing? Daniel, what's that all about? The spin kept him out of the wall. So he decides just to tap the wall.
I crossed.
But no front wings left. Lovely. No front wings left either.
And yes, we have. We've had
What's
a crash.
happened now?
What happened there?
Oh, Holcomb. Oh, now it's going to be with Mick. Oh, Mick's done that 3 times in this race. Why is Mick not learning that there's cars on the inside of him? Oh, what an absolute disaster for us there.
There's been a crash.
Was this someone else
Take a
or?
look at the replay.
No,
Nico
it's just.
Hulkenberg.
Oh, what an absolute disaster. Danny Rick is probably just going to fall down the order now. We can't pit him. Not got no front wings. How much is Logan going to take out of him? Mick's got a penalty. Mick has been absolutely diabolical in this race. He's gone back to the old Mick Schumacher. 3 crashes, all his fault, all the same corner. 1 into his teammate. Oh my, what an absolute nightmare end here. Ricardo does look like he's going to hold on. 12th, which will still be our best finish. He's going to come home with a broken front wing. Absolute nightmare. Well, a race that was promising so much ends in tears near enough. Mick will have that 5 seconds added at the end of his race, so he's going to finish 19th. I'm going to sleep now. No worries, Ati. Thanks for jumping in. Much appreciated the support. We're just feeding this one out. I don't know if Daniel Ricciardo is going to hold on, is he? Safety car. Oh, Mick has crashed again. Mick is out. If Mick has done this on that same corner for the 4th time.
So here we go, heading into turn 1. dangerously close to
Pierre is
each
on the
other.
inside and Mick drives into
And
him.
the contact
No,
between
it's
the
not.
cars,
No, that's pit. Right,
inevitable.
Mick, that's not your fault.
Thankfully,
I'll let
after
you
that,
off.
It seems the drivers are okay.
I'll let you off, but that is just absolutely kibosh Ricardo's 12th place. Is that a full safety car? Or is it a virtual? Safety
Yep,
car.
understood.
Actually, we might finish under safety car conditions here. We probably will. So Mick is out, Gasly out after that collision. Gasly gets the 5-second penalty. Does that mean we'll get a grid penalty now for the next race because we're unable to serve that penalty? Through no fault of our own. I think we'll finish under safety car conditions here. We've got to get the pack all together. And that's going to take a couple of laps. And then we're on the last lap. So, in fact, that might save Ricciardo. Lap card's not allowed to overtake. We're not bunched up yet. Don't come in this lap. It's not coming in this lap. So we'll finish 12th. We are going to finish 12th. With a battered front wing. An accident-riddled race. Running in the top 10 at one point. But after all of it, we have to look at the outcome. And we are going to get our best result of the season with P12 with Daniel Ricciardo. It's going to be his second race in a row where we come across the line after a safety car incident. And I hope Mick has not absolutely written off another gearbox on his car. Probably has with the impact he had. But it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2 here. Verstappen is going to be on the podium. But Ferrari doing big things again. And it's going to be a Carlos Sainz that wins it for Ferrari in Canada. Followed by his teammate. Verstappen third, Perez fourth, Piastri fifth. Daniel Ricciardo holds out for our best position yet in this Team Lotus series. Finishing P12. Oh, what a race that
Now, I
was.
honestly wonder if Mick Schumacher's day could have got much worse.
Why are we high-fiving him? An absolute nightmare is Mick. Anyway, this is the race result then. Sainz wins it on pole, stayed in pole, wins the race. Charles up 7 places, finished second. Max up 18 places to third, and his teammate up 14 places. Oscar Piastri 5th, George Russell 6th, Lewis Hamilton a good race as well, up 15 to 7th, Fernando Alonso 8th, Yuki Tsunoda 9th, and Alex Albon up 7 to finish 10th and get a point for Williams. And then as we saw, Daniel Ricciardo does in the end bring it home in 12th place, which is our best result. Mick Schumacher, just too many incidents, 3 incidents caused by himself, and then Gasly runs into the back of him to take him out at the end of the race. What does that all mean for the Drivers' Championship? Well, Carlos Sainz is closing on Verstappen. There's 14 points now between those two. Charles Leclerc is in third, but quite a margin to him. Oscar Piastri 4th. Lando Norris 5th. Sergio Perez is 6th. George Russell 7th. Lance Stroll 8th. Fernando Alonso up 1 to 9th. So is Hamilton up to 10th. Yuki Tsunoda down 2 in 11th. Alex Albon's 12th. Ocon 13th. Bottas 14th. And every other driver is yet to score. But by virtue of that 12th place finish, which is our best place yet, Ricciardo does jump 3 places. So he's off from 21st up to 18th. Constructors, Ferrari take the lead in the Constructors, followed by Red Bull in second, McLaren in third, then a big gap to Mercedes who are 4th, Aston Martin 5th, RB 6th, Williams 7th, Alpine 8th, Kick Sauber 9th, Haas 10th, and we still remain 11th on 0 points. So if we could have held on for that point, we would have jumped Haas. Ferrari were, in fact, actually leading the Constructors before this race, but they've extended that margin on Red Bull. I don't think we even did a fast pit stop here. We did not indeed, so we are remaining last in that. So, in the end, we were close. We shouldn't be scoring points this early, to be fair, but with the wet weather and our car enjoying those conditions, we were very close to our first points with Team Lotus. In the end, it basically turned out to be a bit of a nightmare. Mick causing too many accidents, Danny Rick spinning, and yeah, didn't end well. But when we look at it as a whole, we do finish 12th, our best finish so far this season. Thanks for dropping into the streams on all the platforms. If you haven't already, do please smash a like on the video before I go. If you're not already, do subscribe or follow, and we will be back Tuesday